You provide the food. You clean the litter box. You spend half your paycheck on organic treats and laser pointers. Naturally, you think your cat sees you as their parent, or at the very least, a benevolent human provider. But science says you're dead wrong. To your cat, you aren't a human. In fact, they don't even have a concept of what a human is. So, what exactly are you in those mysterious feline eyes? A giant, clumsy roommate? Or something much more intimate? Today, we're peeling back the layers of the feline brain to reveal the truth about your relationship. Try staring lovingly into your cat's eyes. Go ahead. Blink slowly, maybe even smile. Now, watch as your cat glances past you, stares at the wall, or, if you're lucky, offers a single, unimpressed blink in return. Here's the kicker. Your cat isn't ignoring you out of spite. They just aren't wired to recognize your face the way you might hope. You've seen the headlines. Cats don't recognize human faces. There's even a so-called 2021 study that gets tossed around online. But dig into the science, and it gets murky fast. Researchers have tested cats with photos, videos, even real-life face-to-face encounters. The result? Cats ace the test when it comes to telling other cats apart. But when it's your face on the screen, the data goes fuzzy. The best we can say is that cats might notice you're familiar, but they're not picking up on your nose, your smile, or that new haircut. Meanwhile, dogs? They can spot their owner's face from across a crowded park. Cats just aren't playing the same game. If you're hoping your cat sees you in full, glorious color, brace yourself. Feline eyes are built for the twilight hunt, not for admiring a Monet. Cats have two types of color receptors, one for blue, one for greenish yellow. Reds and pinks? Those barely register. The world through your cat's eyes is a muted palette, somewhere between a vintage filter and a slightly off-brand detective movie. That bright red laser pointer? To your cat, it's just a fast-moving dot. So if your cat isn't using your face or your fashion sense to know who you are, what are they using? Turns out cats rely on a sensory toolkit that's completely different from ours. Forget eye contact, forget color. For your cat, you might as well be wearing the world's most convincing giant cat costume. The recognition game is played by different rules, and you're not the referee. Science says your cat's social universe is built on cues we can barely detect, and that means all your best human signals might be going straight into the litter box. Enter Dr. John Bradshaw, the scientist who spent decades decoding the feline mind, and who's here to break up the fantasy that your cat sees you as anything but, well, another cat. Bradshaw doesn't mince words. According to him, cats do not look at you and think, "Ah, a human master, provider, bringer of snacks." No, Bradshaw argues, your cat is working from a much simpler script. You are a giant, non-hostile cat. Sometimes, you're even a large, slightly incompetent kitten who can't catch a mouse to save your life. Bradshaw's research flips the script on the classic pet owner story. While dogs have spent thousands of years learning to read our faces, follow our commands, and even treat us as leaders of the pack, cats just aren't interested in that kind of role play. Dogs have evolved to recognize us as a different species, adjusting their behavior to fit our social games. Cats? They never got that memo. Bradshaw points out that cats use the same social cues, tail-up greetings, face rubbing, kneading on you as they would on another cat. To them, you're not the boss. You're not even a different species. You're just the biggest, weirdest cat in the room, and somehow, you're part of the family. In Bradshaw's own words, cats do not see us as a separate species. They see us as large, non-hostile cats. This isn't just a catchy soundbite. It's a direct contrast to everything we know about dogs, who treat humans as special, even sacred. Cats aren't out to impress you. They're inviting you into their world on their terms. If you've ever wondered why your cat greets you with a tail in the air or rubs its face against your leg, Bradshaw says it's because that's exactly how they'd treat another cat they like. Welcome to the club. You're one of them, for better or worse. Watch your cat stroll into the room with its tail held high, like it's parading down a runway built just for felines. That vertical tail isn't just for balance. It's the feline equivalent of a friendly wave. In the wild, cats greet each other this way to signal, "I come in peace." At home, your cat flashes the same upright tail when it spots you, whether you're holding a can of food or just your phone. According to field data collected in 2020, cats approached familiar humans with a tail-up posture 92% of the time, matching the rate they use for their favorite fellow cats. No special treatment for being human, you're getting the full VIP cat-to-cat greeting. And then comes the headbutt. Not a football move, but a slow, deliberate nudge of the forehead or cheek. This isn't random affection. It's called bunting, and it's loaded with meaning. When your cat rubs its face against your leg, it's using cheek glands to mark you with pheromones, the same scent signals used on feline friends. In a 2022 experiment, when researchers gently blocked a cat's facial scent glands, the number of headbutts and social rubs dropped by nearly half. Turns out, without that chemical calling card, cats get a lot less cuddly, even with their favorite people. The science goes deeper. In a hormone study from 2021, owners who received a tail-up greeting from their cat showed a 15% spike in oxytocin, the so-called bonding hormone. That's the same hormone that rises when a mother sees her newborn or when dogs reunite with their owners. So when your cat saunters over, tail up and headbutting your knee, it's not just being cute. It's inviting you into its inner circle, using the same playbook it uses for other cats. You're not a pet owner. You're a giant, non-threatening cat, fluent in feline etiquette, whether you realize it or not. Picture this. You're enjoying a quiet morning, coffee in hand, when your cat waltzes in and drops a lifeless mouse at your feet. Is this a threat? A bribe? Nope. According to a 2020 survey, about 63% of cats have delivered prey to their owners at least once. And here's the punchline. Your cat thinks you need the help. In the feline universe, you're not just a giant, non-threatening cat. You're the sort of oversized kitten who can't catch a moth, let alone a mouse. So, your cat steps in as the patient mentor, offering up a freshly caught lesson on the fine art of hunting. This isn't a rare moment of generosity. In fact, cats in the wild bring prey to their own kittens as a kind of hands-on tutorial. When your cat brings you a mouse, a bug, or even a balled-up sock, it's not just showing off. It's trying to fill in the gaps in your, let's face it, pretty embarrassing hunting record. Studies from 2019 and 2020 show that owners almost never return the favor. The average human's hunting stats are, frankly, a disaster. But your cat doesn't judge. Instead, it quietly assumes the role of instructor, delivering lesson after lesson, even if you never get any better at the game. So, the next time you find a gift on your pillow, remember, in your cat's mind, you're the kid in class who needs extra help. The world's most dignified predator has taken you under its wing, or paw, because you're family, and family deserves a fighting chance, even if you're hopeless with rodents. Kneading is where your cat's poker face finally cracks. You're sitting on the couch, maybe scrolling your phone, when your cat hops up, settles in, and starts working those paws into your leg like it's prepping dough for a pizza you'll never eat. This isn't random. Kneading traces straight back to kittenhood, when newborns press their paws into their mother's belly to get the milk flowing. Most animals drop these baby habits as they grow up. Not cats. They carry kneading into adulthood. And here's the twist. They save it for the people and places that feel safest of all. Science hasn't caught a cat in the act of releasing endorphins mid-need, but behavioral studies agree. Kneading shows up when cats are calm, content, and totally off guard. It's comfort food for the soul, feline edition. Some researchers even suggest that the rhythmic motion may trigger a wave of natural opioids in the brain, dialing up that fuzzy, peaceful state that kittens know best. If your cat needs you, it's not just making biscuits, it's reliving the pure trust of nursing right there on your lap. There's another layer, too. Cats have scent glands in their paw pads. Every time they need, they're leaving a little chemical signature behind, branding you as mine in the most affectionate way possible. It's not about ownership, it's about belonging. In the feline world, this is how family gets made. So when your cat settles in and starts kneading, you're not just a snack dispenser or a roommate with opposable thumbs. You've become the anchor, the safe place, the forever family. In that moment, you're not a giant, bumbling kitten or a weirdly tall cat. You're the mother figure they never outgrew, the one they trust enough to show their softest side. That's not just cute, it's the deepest compliment a cat can give. Right now, your cat isn't decoding your humanity. It's busy treating you like a supersized, lovable cat who just can't hunt right. That's not distance, that's trust, feline style. In a world of pretense, your pet's honesty is rare. You've earned a spot in their whiskered, wordless family. Tell us, how does your cat you?